Good morning, sixth graders. This is Mr. Smith. Um, Sorry that I can't be there today with you, but I will be back tomorrow. Um, so here's the assignment for today. I wanted to kind of quickly walk through it with you. You've taken attendance and you've done some alpha reading, at least some of you. And so I want to move on to the next point here for this week. So the goal this week is to start learning the parts of the outline. So as you can see on the bottom of this page, which I will give to you, I will make a copy for each of you in Google Classroom. But the goal is to get to know and understand each part that we learned in our handshake. So anyway, let's see. So at the top, some of you, I think a couple of you, two out of the three classes have done this part up top yourselves. So you can either use your own document or just, well, you know what? We'll just have everybody just kind of transfer in your three childhood toys and replace the bold, what's in the bold for thesis statement. Okay, so use the document that I gave you, and just replace your three toys here, and I've done the rest for you for your pre-writing. Okay, let's move on down to introduction and talk about what each of these four things mean. And then I want you to do your best today to create a few sentences, maybe one or two sentences for each section. And then we'll be finished. And then we'll have our introduction paragraph ready to go for tomorrow. Um, so let's walk through it really quickly together. All right, we have our introduction, the first part of our paper. Okay, and there are four parts to the introduction. We have the attention getter, make a connection, state credibility, and thesis statement. These should sound very familiar to you from our handshake. So, what actually is an attention getter? Some of you guys have already pointed out that you learned that it was a hook or something to get the reader's attention, and that's exactly right. So, in whatever you choose to write, that is the goal. The goal is to get somebody's attention. So I'm going to give you a few tips and ideas here in bold of how to actually accomplish that. Okay, so what does it mean to paint a picture? Paint a picture means to, instead of actually painting, you're really kind of describing what the scene looks like with words. Okay, so if you want to, maybe you would describe your childhood room, or a piece of your childhood, or a small event from your childhood to kind of put us in the right mood for reading your paper. Okay, so it's really a description. A lot of times these might start with imagine yourself, or imagine looking around and seeing these things. And so if you feel like you want to describe something, you could paint a picture to get somebody's attention. You could use a quote. It might be a quote from a famous person or president, or it might even be a quote from your childhood, something that you just remember somebody saying. And that could be even a personal reference or a quote. Okay. So a rhetorical question is a question, but it's a question that doesn't necessarily require an answer. Like if you asked the whole class, do you like pizza, or have you eaten pizza? Just It doesn't really need to be answered, especially in America, because most everybody has had pizza, so it doesn't seem like an actual question. So you can use that if you want to, if you understand it. If not, you can just use an actual question as well. Okay, I really like this one, the startling statement, and that is maybe something that's just kind of shocking. Like I'll give you an example. In my own childhood, I'd give you a startling statement like this. Um, one After one a bicycle accident, I knocked three of my teeth out on a driveway. That is kind of has some shock value to it. Some of you might have just cringed a little bit and said, "Oh, that must have hurt." Okay, but it got your attention, and that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, you can use something funny if you want to, but just be careful and make sure that it's actually funny. If you're kind of undecided, I would stay away from that. Okay, a personal reference is just to go back over here again. Something that your mom or dad always said, or something you remember, from your childhood that was said, or would be a good personal reference. So again, that part is simply just to get the reader's attention, to get them hooked, and that's why it's called an attention getter or a hook. So please try to, in the one or two sentences, try to grab the attention of the reader. Okay. In the second part, try to again just delete this, or highlight it and press backspace when you're actually writing yours, and just replace your words there. Okay. So audiences care about what relates directly to them. How does your topic relate directly to your audience? And in this case, we all have childhood memories, and we all normally have some sort of toy or special kind of item that we had as kids, and so that's an easy connection to make. And so try to kind of write maybe a sentence or two about why I might be interested in reading a paper like this. Well, why would I want to read about somebody's childhood, and even just yours specifically? So give me a reason or two that I might kind of stay connected, that I might want to read more. Okay. The state credibility part is more for research papers, but in this case, why should I believe you? Well, you lived it. And so we can even put that, hey, this is a true story. This is based on, this is my own story and my own life. And I think you can just write that right here in the state credibility. Okay. So, and the fourth part, once you've filled it out up here, you can literally just cut and paste this. So press Control C like me, or not Control C, Control X. Okay. And you can highlight this part and press Control V, which is paste. And you will cut and paste your thesis statement. Okay. So you can go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and undo those things right now, but you can keep yours. So once you're done with that, you should have your 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of your introduction, and that will become a paragraph for your paper. So good luck. You guys have the information, and I can't wait to see what you have for your intro. All right, have a great day out there. Please finish this by the end of class, and we'll check it out tomorrow. All right.